Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? This is James coming again from iRun Tech. It's been a while, I know. It's felt like years, if not, but I don't know, it's only been a couple of months. Still getting my situation situated as far as getting my room set up. Been kind of in a rut about trying to make videos and make content and trying to figure out how I want to take my channel and what direction. If I want to go more tech, if I want to go more gaming, if I want to do reviews, if I want to have a combination of everything. I haven't found my niche yet, but my mind has been my biggest enemy as far as producing content, is because I'm very, very picky as far as the quality of my videos that I try to produce. And I don't have a ton of equipment. You know, I am super very basic. I'm making this video to maybe hopefully help a future content creator that kind of wants to just start out, and some of the tricks that I've learned that actually helped my video quality improve. Maybe even some I just recently learned that I realized I've been doing everything totally wrong for the last couple of years. So right off the bat, what I used to record is an iPad, and one of the biggest challenges, and the reason why a lot of people use like DSLRs and use actual regular point and shoots, is you have the control of being able to set the white balance, be able to set, you know, the color balance, just have full control of like the exposure and everything. Not everybody has the luxury of doing that with an iPad or a webcam, for instance, which is what I'm using right now. I'm using a Logitech C920 webcam. This is what I originally started out with. It was just a single webcam. Didn't even have this microphone. This was purchased later on. And if I have my iPad facing towards where the light source is coming from, and I'm facing the opposite way trying to record against the light, it's going to have really, really bad issues. Since the autofocus is on, it's going to try to, it's only going to try to focus on certain lights. It's going to go, the exposure is going to go up, going to go down. It's going to not be very efficient to the way where I can control it. Well, turns out all along you can control the exposure. So I want to show you guys. And if you're recording with an iPad or an iPhone in general, this is extremely useful. If you're actually doing the recording, and this is me here. So as you see right now, the light, if I focus on the light here, everything gets dark. If I focus on the monitor here, everything gets a lot lighter. If I want to keep this, if I tap and hold, there's this thing up top that says AF lock, right? Now, no matter what I look at, the exposure is going to stay exactly the same, and I can adjust it. You know, finger on going up shows the exposure. It gets a lot brighter. Going down, make the exposure a lot less. If you be careful though, because if you do tap it, it'll go back to auto. So let's get it back to the lock again. AF lock. Let's increase the exposure. A lot brighter. It stays that way. If you move it around, it's going to stay exactly the same way. Now, if you want to focus on something again, obviously you'll tap it again, and then the autofocus goes back into play. But that alone, just realizing that how I've been messing up, it's, you know, I didn't realize that. That alone will help out a lot, to be able to focus and manually adjust what you're recording, what you're seeing, and not have to fight the autofocus going back and forth. The second thing that helps out definitely is sound. And I'm sounding great probably in this video because I have this Yeti literally pointed right to me. I have not figured out a solid audio solution recording with an iPad, from aside from like having a lavalier mic. There is a way that I can plug my Yeti microphone directly into my iPad with a lightning bolt adapter to USB, and it actually, it's powerful enough in order to power the microphone itself. Sometimes I find what works better is be able to have a powered USB hub and have the lightning bolt connector connected to the hub and another port connected to the Yeti, and then be able to plug in directly to the lightning port on the iPad. Helps out a lot. If anybody has any suggestions as far as increasing and getting better audio on it, whether if it's some type of different microphone that attaches to the iPad, I am all ears. It's one thing I have not figured out yet. And the third thing, which is probably the most important thing with the least I can get by, is lighting. If you don't have lighting, well, if you have good lighting, I should say, you can make the shittiest camera in the world look amazing. So right now I'm recording on a webcam. It's the Logitech C920. It's a good webcam. It does 1080p. It has pretty good light pickup and light balance. But the way my videos used to be before I got some good lighting equipment is I used to have to record at a certain time of day. Right now I am facing directly against the open window, which have real good natural light. But if I'm trying to record in the dark, you know, it's gonna look really bad. So if you look at one of my other previous videos that I posted probably about a month ago or so, I got a Limo Studio lighting kit, and it's 2 soft boxes. It was a good deal. It was about, I want to say close to close to about $50 to $60, and it's 2 soft boxes, and I get really good lighting in this room. It's a 10 by 10 room, and just to give you an effect of how good natural daylight light would do, I actually have one sitting right on my desk here. Just the difference between if you have good lighting versus if you have bad lighting. Now, as you can see with that bright light on me now, the camera's kind of all over the place, especially since I have the autofocus more or less on. And it's adjusting the colors, and you can see it a lot differently. So if I take everything off and I adjust everything manual, as my cat's breaking everything, then I can set it to how I like it. So the exposure is pretty overexposed right now. We'll take this gain down a little bit. We're going to take the brightness down just a tad. Contrast, we're at a little bit more. Color intensity, we don't let's see, we can do really a lot, or we'll just keep it right down the middle. And white balance, we will make it more a little natural daylight. Maybe increase the exposure just a tad. Maybe brighten this a little bit. See, the more bright you get, the more kind of grainy it gets. So that's pretty good. There. See, that looks good. See, we'll save that. And now, no matter, since I don't have it autofocus, it's going to stay like this. And this is exactly the shot that I want. You know, it's not the greatest. I'm sure a lot of things I could adjust it to make it look a lot better. Especially, and the light is really, really bright. So that's another thing why I'm making it look myself overexposed. But with being able to manually adjust the settings, you know, I can make great wherever I can make it look really great and make it look how I really want. The top 3 things to make a solid production style video: lighting, audio, and being able to manually control your equipment, adjusting the exposure and everything. I hope that was somewhat helpful. You know, I'm still learning. I'm trying to do a lot of things to get the style of quality that I want, and hopefully this helps out somebody. So once again, guys, I am James from iRun Tech. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to try to subscribe. Watch some of my older videos. I have a couple of videos that just recently put up about some of the products that I mentioned today. Be sure to check them out. Drop a like if you like them. It's feel good to be back, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Take care.